Good. CSO.
What's that?
CSO.
What does CSO mean?
Community Service Officers.
Okay.
They've all started. They're out in full force.
And they are like
Summer
rabid
officers?
ticketers.
Okay. Let's
get that
not
off.
use the word rabid. Let's use the word active.
Okay.
And that's what they're supposed to do. So give them a break.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's a cute outfit. Okay. I'm so distracted out here. All right, so at our meeting this week, we had, it was a medium-sized meeting. We had some discussion at the very beginning about some citizen, I'm going to call them petitions, but they're not formal petitions. They were more requests for certain things. They wanted the board to ban parking on sidewalks. They wanted a variety of things, like any sidewalk that's not brick currently should be bricked, and we're talking downtown. They wanted more street lamps. They want overhead wires put underground. But we spent the most time talking about parking on sidewalks. So as you can see around town, there's a lot of parking that goes on sidewalks because the streets are so narrow. And we have been talking about this for a very long time. Decades, I'm going to say. And there's not a good, easy solution to no parking on the sidewalk, because where are people going to park? If you can't let them park on Hussey Street or Gay Street or India Street or, well, India probably not, Quince Street, they're gonna have to be provided a place to park, or they're gonna need to park somewhere. Hi, Don.
How you doing?
Good.
You want to bother you, sorry?
What is it?
He didn't want to bug you.
Oh, that's nice. He works upstairs. That's the clerk magistrate of the district court. So, we didn't really come to any particular conclusion about banning parking on sidewalks, but I think the board agreed to keep thinking about it and to try to get ideas from people about it. So that's kind of where it ended. We also talked, the other big item on the agenda was a revised entertainment license request for the Chanticleer, the restaurant in Sconset. There were a lot of Sconseters there who had, some of them had objections. And in the end, the board approved some revisions, not everything that the licensee was asking for, but some of it. Next week at our meeting, we have our annual appointments of all the boards.
Can you tell us what some of it is? Because people are going to
the Sconset Entertainment, the Chanticleer Entertainment License. They wanted to have events, special events like weddings and things inside the restaurant with amplified music. So the board, they wanted 15 events. The board said you can have 6 events. They want amplified music. The board said, okay, but it has to be inside. It cannot be outside. I think that was pretty much it, actually. It seemed pretty reasonable.
Were they okay with it?
They were okay with it.
All
They
right.
seemed okay with it, yep. So next week is our annual appointments for the boards, committees, and commissions. We've been having public hearings on the applications, and next week is the actual appointments. We
They
have...
vote for it next week?
They will vote next week, yes.
And these are for the committees?
These are for the committees, like the Conservation Commission and the Finance Committee. And I'm trying to think of another one.
Are there many
Council for Human
people
Services.
vying
We have
for
a number
this?
of applicants. I don't think there's too many contested seats. FinCom often is contested. There's often more applicants than there are seats. Same with Conservation Commission. Those are popular committees. So we'll see how
Yeah.
it turns out. We also are reviewing a long-term capital financing plan, which we've also been talking about for quite a while with the Capital Program Committee, with the Finance Committee, with our financial advisor. We've had a couple of discussions with the board, and now we're presenting what's kind of a final draft, but this final draft will be updated annually, if not more often. The idea is to show all of the projects that we know of that are coming up and when, as well as how they would potentially be funded and what the impact on the taxpayer would likely be or is expected to be. The board starts its summer meeting schedule on July 9th. They will meet 2 times in July, 2 times in August. We'll go back to the regular weekly meeting schedule on September 10th. And I gave a little update about signs under the town manager's report at this week's meeting, which came from the sign advisory, a member of the sign advisory committee who had talked to me earlier in the day. Sandwich board signs, freestanding sandwich board signs have started to proliferate.
Yeah, they have.
And they are illegal. So the sign committee is trying to send out what they call courtesy notices to people to let them know they're not legal, please remove it. If they don't remove it, we're going to have to start getting into enforcement and violations and unpleasantness like that. So we'd like people's voluntary cooperation to remove these things. There are also some other types of things that seem to be proliferating as well. Freestanding flags, business flags is what I mean, things like that. So,
But any flag is, what if it's a flag of a country?
well, that's totally different. This
Okay.
is a business advertising flag.
Yeah, but I mean, there's flags flying.
You can fly a national flag.
Yeah, but what if it's from another country and it's part of what you're trying to sell? It's not a U.S. flag.
Yeah, I think it's probably okay.
Okay.
I don't really know. We'd have
But
to ask the sign
that's one of
committee.
those gray areas that, you know.
There are a few gray areas.
Yeah.
There are some businesses, very few, that are grandfathered from the freestanding sandwich board rule, but there are some.
Oh.
So,
Do we
if
know
you-
which ones are?
Well,
Did-
Young's, for example.
Okay.
That's the one that jumps to mind.
All right.
If people have questions, they can get in contact with the Sign Advisory Committee through the HTC office, and it's all online. But we do have these sign regulations in place for a reason, so businesses really need to comply. Anyway, I had made that announcement, and Clean Team tomorrow is at Washing Pond. Oh, yeah.
We
You won't see this.
we
I keep
we
doing
post
this.
it.
You do? Okay.
So
'Cause I
next
can't
week,
remember
if
where
you
they
wanted
are.
to do it for next week, if you know
I
what
can't
it-
remember.
Okay.
They're always downtown at the Stop and Shop parking lot, 8 to 9. Clean downtown. Go back. Go get yourself a breakfast treat. That's what we're doing tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Our new finance director started. You should get him on sometime. We'll get him on sometime. Brian Turbot. He started on Monday. We already talked about him before, but he has actually started now, and came to the board meeting, came to a FinCom meeting yesterday. It's all good.
What does he do? I mean, is he?
He's the director of municipal finance, so he oversees the collector, the treasurer, the accounts payable, the assessor, all the finance departments.
So he works for the finance committee.
No, he works for the he works for the town manager.
You.
He works for the town of Nantucket. He reports to the town manager.
Okay.
He goes to finance committee meetings. He will be going to selectmen's meetings. He will be taking a very active role in the budget development and budget monitoring, tracking, management, all that kind of thing, as well as the long-term capital financing plan. We're really excited
But
to have him
is
here.
his job just to make sure that people aren't overspending?
Well, it's much, much more than that. That's one component of his job,
Okay.
yes. But there are other people in the finance department that actually physically do that and report to him.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So it is a beautiful day. Is today not the first day of summer?
21st is.
So tomorrow, but today's the longest day of the year.
I thought the 21st was.
Well, I heard on the news today
Oh,
that
well,
today
maybe you're
was.
right.
I don't really know. It's today or tomorrow. But whatever it
Okay.
is, it's a beautiful day. Hopefully it's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah.
And what else? Anything else?
No, everything's good.
Everything's good?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I love when everything's good. We didn't really see anybody we knew walking by today.
No, I know.
That's unusual.
Because they're all at the beach, maybe.
Maybe they're all at the beach, which would be good. I wish I was at the beach. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks very much. See you next time.